AKG K7XX. So before we start the review, I'd like to apologize for not putting out a review in quite a while. Um, College classes started again, so I kind of had to focus on homework, assignments, quizzes, tests, and yada yada yada. So I've been kind of busy for the past month and a half or so. So, I apologize. Now, let's jump into the review. We got the box here, which just lists the specs. Nothing too special. It looks decent. And it lists all the specs that the headphone offer there. As for contents, it is obviously the box with its packaging, the headphones, and a 1/4-inch adapter. So you can use this on a professional desktop amp, or you can unscrew it and use it with, say, a portable amp or a smartphone, if that is what you want to do, which personally I don't recommend unless you have to. But if you have to, most decent smartphones nowadays will do the job, question mark, but they just won't sound as good as an actual desktop amp. So definitely recommend a desktop amp for this one. Let's jump into build quality. Build quality, these are built kind of average, honestly. They won't be built like a tank, obviously, but they won't fall apart on you if you take care of these. If you're not, you know, popping them into your bag and going around town and hopping on trains and whatever, these will be just fine. Just you take care of them, they'll be fine. No issues there. The type of connector, you have a removable cable here. It is a come on. It is a come on connector. There we go. A 3-pin mini XLR focus. A 3-pin mini XLR, you just push the button and it comes out. What this means is that you can replace this if your cable starts to fray or becomes a little faulty or anything. So that's extra durability there. If your headphone, if the cable, something happens to the cable, just replace the cable and you're fine. You can use these. The price of these, $199.99, $200. It's a pretty decent price. This isn't asking the world of you. It is definitely among the budget audiophile to reaching mid-fi audiophile headphones, which I am perfectly fine with. And these are the type of headphones that most people are going to buy because as much of an audiophile as you are, and you might want to, go out and buy yourself an HD800S, your mortgage won't allow that, or your college loans should not be used for that. So do not do that. These are the types of headphones you might be wanting to go to. Now, for build quality, the good part about being built with, I wouldn't say subpar, but just average quality plastic is that the headphones themselves become much lighter and hence much more comfortable, which leads us to the comfort part. These are quite possibly the most comfortable headphone I've owned. No, actually, they are the most comfortable headphone I've owned, and possibly one of the most comfortable headphones I've ever tried. The only other headphone that comes to mind that might be more comfortable than this is the HD800S, but those are like, just a little bit pricier. Keyword, just a little bit pricier. Yes, these are the go-to headphones for comfort. I'll get to my personal use at the very end, so we'll get to that. Now, sound quality. These are very, very inoffensive, and they are quite detailed. They definitely deserve the title audiophile headphones, reference headphones, because they are very, very reference. And these were the first pair of audiophile headphones that I ever owned. And I thought they were very, very, very good at the time. Um, and I used them for quite a few months before I got the 6XX, the Sennheiser HD6XX. And then I thought those were much better than these, which they are. They are. But these are still really, really good. I mean, you know, the 6XX are really worth 200. These are quite worth 200. So, sound quality. These, I want to say, are very neutral across the board. Very, very neutral. But then at the very, very end of the sub bass, the very end, there's a plus 3 decibel peak. No, not peak, just elevation, which really makes your music a little extra fun and kind of wants to make up for the roll off that dynamic headphones have in the low end, which I think it does pretty well. It's a more fun bass. It's something that you can enjoy. It's not something that ruins your music or muddies up the rest of the lower to mid frequency. It's definitely a very reliable headphone when it comes to that. And right, very neutral. On the upper end, however, because these were the first headphones I ever got that were audiophile, I thought, oh, this is neutral. This is, no peaks, no dips. It is the neutral. However, everybody keeps saying that, oh, Sennheiser HD600s are neutral. Those are the epitome of neutral. So I said, okay. So when I got mine, I thought they were a little sharp and a little peaky sometimes. So I kept thinking to myself, really? This is what you consider neutral? Which brings me to doubt myself. If everybody out there is saying that 600s are neutral, and I thought they were sharp, because I think these are neutral, does that mean that these are dark? I cannot say for sure. However, I don't think you should let that be a factor that worries you, because everything is there, everything is beautifully presented, and I don't miss any detail. The only difference between these and say Sennheisers are that the Sennheisers have more resolution and more detail because, well, guess what? Sound-wise, they just are the better headphone. But that doesn't mean that they are always the better choice or per se, just better overall. They can be, and in most cases they are, but not always. So what do I mean by that? Now let's get to my personal use and if I recommend them or not. What do I use these for? Well, I told you primarily 18 months ago, I use them for everything. Music, videos, games, you name it. If I was at my desk, these were on my head. That's just the way it was. Fast forward to now, where I have the JBL LSR 305s, or well, the 30X for speakers or monitors. I use these for everything except for music, and I use my HD600s for nothing but music. And let me explain why. Because although, yes, I agree that the HD600s have better sound quality and they're more accurate and they're just juicier. They're just such a joy to listen to. These are very good as well. And they are so much more comfortable for just like putting them on. You're sitting down at your desk or you're leaning back on your chair watching TV. You can have these for hours and hours on end and they disappear on your head. You forget you're wearing headphones, honestly. And that is thanks to the massive, massive ear cups that you see here. These are like 52 millimeter head ear cups or something like that. And the headband, this suspension headband that you see here. Very, very, very comfortable headphones, which is why I haven't decided, oh, I'm going to get rid of these and I'm going to stick with my 600s for everything. Because my 600s are very nice, but they can get a little uncomfortable. They can be a little like this, a little like that. They are not uncomfortable. They can be at times. Whereas with these, they disappear. And these pads, by the way, these pads right here, they are fantastic. Like memory foam. So good. They make your entire listening experience a joy, comfort-wise. Which brings me down to, do I recommend these? For flat-out music, I think you should just go for like the 6XX on mass drop, or wait for 600s, or what else? Maybe even the HD58X. Those might be a better selection for music, actually. As dry and lack of juice as I described them, they felt like they were just about as good as these, sound-wise. Except they had the Sennheiser twist to them, which made the sound itself a little more enjoyable. Not like V-shaped, just neutral. Neutral but enjoyable. Whereas with these, it is the reference sound. It is what your music is, what the artist wanted you to hear. That is what you're hearing, as far as my ears go. But then again, these were my reference for a long, long time until the 600s came to my door. So I recommend them for music, but I think there are better choices out there, specifically on mass drop. But I strongly recommend these. Strongly recommend them for multimedia purposes. If you want to sit back and enjoy your videos, your TV shows, your movies, if you want to play some games and you want to immerse yourself in the experience, if you want to just chill, enjoy some YouTube videos, or, watch your favorite streamer on Twitch while you're, say, doing homework or whatever, you put these on, you'll get an awesome sound experience, and they'll disappear on your head. I have no reason to get anything better for multimedia purposes. Music, you can go into detail like, oh, well, you don't hear this, you don't hear that, oh, that trumpet sounds a little too flat or whatever. Okay, fine. But as far as multimedia goes, these are the king. And I don't think I'm ever going to sell these or get rid of them until they stop working. And then when that happens, if there are no better alternatives out there, I'm going to buy these again. So there goes my take on these. Let me know if I missed something. Let me know if you want me to answer some question. Leave it in the comments below. And thank you very much. I will see you.